Long after a greedy girl had vanished because of a cursed treasure chest, peace slowly returned to a small robot kingdom. The kind old father lived with his gentle daughter, and they chose forgiveness over bitterness. A good prince named Florentin helped the girl smile again, even though his little castle had lost much of its worth. They married, shared their treasure with poor families, and even cared for the old woman who had once made mistakes. Soon a tiny daughter was born, so small and bright that everyone called her Pearl. Pearl had eyes as blue as the sea, and a smile that made every room feel warmer. When Pearl turned 5, she was finally allowed to play alone on the meadow beside the castle. The meadow was a meeting place for storybook friends, but her grandfather watched carefully from the castle path. There, Pearl met 3 little goat kids, searching for strawberries and blackberries for their mother. Together they followed a forest path, where a clever rooster pointed them toward the sweetest berries. When her grandfather called, Pearl hurried home, because she was still too little to wander far from the palace. At home, grandfather told her that the rooster was famous for teaching mathematics to his clever little chicks. Pearl asked if she could learn too, and her parents happily agreed. Learning mathematics was not magic. Pearl had to repeat, remember, practice, and try again. But she worked patiently until the numbers began to feel like little stars that made sense. One day, Pearl decided she would become a mathematics teacher for every child in the forest. Prince Florentin built her a little school among the trees, with windows shaped like leaves and a roof covered in flowers. Every morning, the children of the forest came to learn. Goat kids, chicks, rabbits, fox cubs, and tiny robot villagers. Pearl was patient with everyone. She praised good work and helped the children who needed more time. The wise owl was a little jealous at first, because she had always been known as the smartest teacher in the woods. So Pearl invited the owl to teach English, and the owl became happier than anyone expected. From then on, the forest school was full of laughter, lessons, kindness, and the little princess with a heart of gold.